So rewind to a few months ago, I was in my very first classes in college, and they were some really hard classes. There's some stuff like biology and chemistry, just very hard subjects. Anyone who's taken those subjects will know they are quite difficult overall. In any ways, I was taking them and I was struggling. I was spending all this time studying and I wasn't getting the results I wanted on the tests. And it just didn't look like I would ever achieve any kind of good test results in the class. And honestly, a big problem that I was facing was just caring about what I was doing, because I was taking the class and I was struggling, and my first thought would always be, okay, it's pointless anyways. When am I ever going to use this in real life? This is, you're never actually going to use biology or chemistry if you want to be a doctor or something like that. So, it doesn't even really matter. I don't really need to study for this. Let's just forget about all this. Who cares how I do? And as a result, big surprise, I did bad on tests. I did not get the results I wanted, and I just kept I was looking at these people who were doing well on tests and thought that's crazy. Like how do you get such good results? And I was just like, at the end of the day, I just thought it doesn't matter anyways. They probably just waste all their time studying. I don't need to do that. It's who cares about it anyways? And at the end of the day, I was just coping tremendously on this. I was using all these excuses why I didn't need to study, why I didn't need to do this. And I was ignoring the fact that at the end of the day, what you put in is what you get out. What you care about is what you will find success in. And so if you don't care about it, you're obviously not going to find any amount of success in it. And that's just how it's going to be, no matter what your thoughts are on it. And so if you've seen the past few videos, you know that I did start caring a little bit more as time went on. I started focusing a little bit more on it. I stopped coping as much. As a result, I found some more success in it. I improved in the classes. I did better than I was. What this shows is you need to care about it, and you need to spend time in your classes if you want to do well in them. You gotta stop coping and just thinking, oh, who cares about any of this in the end? This may seem simple, but I see so many people just fall into the trap and think, I'm never going to find success in it. I'm never going to do well in this class. Why even bother? Why even try? Because there's just no success for me possible. It's not going to help me anyway, so why do I even care? But that's not the mindset you want to have if you actually want to do well in the class. If you don't care about the class, sure, have that mindset. But if you want to do well, that's the first thing you got to think about. The first thing you got to think about is you, not how can the test be easier, not how can I be in a different class that's easier. You got to be thinking about how can I change my own study methods to make my experience better. A great quote by Ray Dalio that I often listen to is, you can have anything you want in life, but you can't have everything you want in life. So what he means is, you can achieve any kind of success you want in this life, but you can't have it all, so to speak. You can't, be ultra successful in school and have infinite time for other things as well to be successful in. You have to focus on what's most important to you. And if it's school, you're going to have to dedicate yourself to being a hardworking student. You can't just treat college as a game or treat school as a game if you want to get good grades. And that's just how it's going to be. You can't have everything, but you can have anything. You can be the best student, but you can't be the best student and have a million friends and be able to party all the time. So I advise you all to keep this in mind next year. In 2024, think when you find yourself struggling in your classes, as you inevitably will over the course of this year if you're taking any kind of significant class, think, what can I do to be better? What can I do, first of all, to improve this class? And do I care enough about this class to actually spend the amount of time it takes to find success in it? Like, how much do I want an A in this class? How worthwhile is it to me? As we finish, let me provide an example from this Minecraft world. So I'm trying to go out and kill the Ender Dragon. But if I just spend all my time thinking, okay, I want to kill the Ender Dragon, hopefully it'll happen. I need it all to fall into place to make it work. I'm never going to actually achieve any progress. But if I dedicate my time to collecting the Ender Pearls and collecting the Blaze Rods, I'm going to kill the Ender Dragon. I'm going to find success, the success that I want. But I may not be able to have time to do everything, to also build a huge house and to do lots of other fun stuff in this world if I want to kill this Ender Dragon in a decent amount of time. So I gotta prioritize, I gotta focus on what's important, and stop just blaming other things and coping, so to speak. Anyways, this has been Jimmy, signing off.